All right, welcome back to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It's your host with the most. So we have some updated information about Simone White Barrington, the woman, Jamaican woman who was killed in Antigua by her friend, her male friend. At this point, I don't even know what to call her, but we have some updated information about her and about the person, as well as we now have his picture. So we know, because in the last video I said, why do they always post the picture of the victim and not the picture of the person they are looking for, the perpetrator of the crime? Because they had said his age, and I thought, well, if they know his age, they must know exactly who they are looking for. Anyways, shout out to my subscriber who said, SouFlo, go and look on so-and-so and you will find it. And I did, and I found it. And new updated information was released not too long ago, which says that 35-year-old murder accused Sean Mussington is his name, and he is hospitalized currently under police guard. Sean Mussington is 35 years old, and he is the suspect in the country's 9th murder since the start of the year. No disrespect, but I know the average Jamaican right now is saying their 9th murder. We are in November. We're heading into December. Jamaica already cleared over 1,000 murders for the year, and Antigua is now experiencing their 9th murder. That's not even 10 murders for the year. You understand? So when I said in the last video before that Antigua is not one of those places where the murder rate is high, it is very unlikely there for murders, especially gruesome murders where someone is killed outside in the street, stabbed up to death, and throat slashed and all these things. It's not Antigua's ammo. It's kind of something you would hear coming out of Jamaica. No disrespect intended, that's just the way it is. Alright, this is their 9th murder for the year. Off track a little bit. If we in Jamaica could go from January to November and only have 9 murders for the year, oh, what a year of rejoicing that would be. So big up to Antigua for that and their establishment for keeping your murder rate at such a low. Anyhow, Sean Mussington, he is accused of killing 45-year-old Jamaica's Simone White at the junction of Market and Tanner Street. And this report is saying it happened about 8:30 p.m. in the evening. All right. White's throat was reportedly slashed during the altercation with Mussington, and it was reported to be her estranged lover. So at one point they were together and they were no longer together. White was pronounced dead on the spot. Mussington, after he did all that, he actually fled the scene. But his attorney, which is Wendell Robinson, told state media this evening that Mussington sought treatment at the hospital for 2 wounds, which he sustained during the altercation with White. Now, his lawyer, and this is the job of a lawyer, it's a lawyer's job to get his client off, and if you can't get your client off, then get them as little time as possible. And how can they do that in a case like this? They are going to go for the self-defense angle, because his lawyer is already calling it an altercation, meaning they went head up with each other. Also, his lawyer is saying that his client, Sean Mussington, also sustained injuries. Injuries which he required and underwent. Listen to this. Injuries which he required and underwent emergency surgery for, which were wounds to the right side of his neck and under his chin. The attorney says that his client remains at the moment in hospital under police guard. Now, has he been arrested? Has he been tried for has he been not tried for, but has he been arrested and charged with this murder? We don't know. One person says, so the police caught him at the hospital? We don't understand. It was not made clear to me. I think he ran away from the scene, and he contacted his lawyer, or a lawyer which became his lawyer. Contacted a lawyer and explained what happened and said, I'm going to need a lawyer, a good lawyer, I'm in trouble. And they took it from there. I don't know if also his wounds to the face and the neck probably could have been either defensive wounds from this woman fighting for her life, or could have been self-inflicted wounds, so that when it comes time to argue, remember, they don't have to prove, they just have to bring about enough doubt. But the lady was in an area where she is employed, so she had all rights to be there. Anyhow, another person says, if this was my daughter or child, etc., my only mission in life right now is to get this punk and not for a fist fight. No one deserves to die in such a vicious way like that. Multiple stabbing and cut throat. Wow, that sounds military-like. Eliminate the threat. No way of her surviving that very precise attack. With his sounds self-inflicted and a bunch of baloney. Stabbed and cut her throat. Damn. So this person said exactly the same thing I said. His wounds sound self-inflicted. And this is when you run away and you have enough time to plan what your story is going to be. And then you resurface with an attorney to speak on your behalf, of course, which is what he did. Another person says, not so fast. The fact that he was wounded suggests self-defense or suggests a brawl. Murder may be reduced to manslaughter, and those of us who know Sean have never once seen him angry, vexed, or boisterous. He is more known for his jovial or goofy ways. Let us all wait for the investigation to conclude. Oh man, so there are people that are already coming to his defense, that are saying all of us who have known him for all these years, we have never yet not once seen him angry. That means absolutely nothing at all. There are abusive parents out there that beat the daylights out of their children and starve the children and treat them bad inside the house. And when they move to the outside, to the public would think that this is the perfect family. Great, wonderful parents, well put together children, and they don't know the hell that these children endure behind the scenes. It's the same thing for some relationships. Some people are with demons and devils, and only they get to experience that demonic, devilish side in the confines of their home. But when they step out in public and we look at them, we say, ooh, couples goals. They always look happy. I want to be like them. So you knowing him for how many years cannot swear for anything. You understand? Another person says the only thing this fool needs is a hanging. Another person says network scrambling after this recent on-air mishap. And somebody else says, so the new go-to lawyer is now on the case. I wonder if he will get away scotch-free. So apparently the lawyer who he has hired is known as a top lawyer in Antigua. They are actually referring to Wendell Robinson as the new go-to lawyer. You know how in Jamaica we have Peter Champagne and everybody say, rotted, get Peter Champagne upon the case. Him a the man. In Antigua, the lawyer that he has is that caliber of a lawyer. So we will wait to see how it goes. We know now that he is 10 years younger than Simone was. That's not that big of a difference in age. We've heard the rumors out there that it was a case of if I can have you, no one else will. We've also heard different rumors, like someone left a comment on my channel that said, well, what we are hearing is that she actually left him for his uncle, but she still kept messing around with him and taking his money, and he just could not take it anymore. We have no proof about all of these things that are being said. All we know is that it has been confirmed that yes, he is in the hospital. He did undergo surgery, emergency surgery for lacerations, cuts to face and neck, which he said he got in the altercation with this lady. And I think that this is going to be a self-defense plea, which will have to play out in court. Murder reduced to manslaughter. Reduced to self-defense. Case thrown out. I hope that's not how it goes. Talk to me in the comment section. I'll catch you on the next video. I'm out. Peace.